How much My Neighbor Alice tokens should you have, should you hold, should you own? I'm going to break this down with you. If it sounded interesting, drop that like, give me a subscribe. Are you holding Alice? Maybe you should be. Could you become a millionaire? You might have enough tokens to make you a millionaire in this next bull cycle. So we're going to break it down. This is not financial advice. Please do your further research before you invest your money. I'm going to make this super clean, super quick, super simple. How much should you have? For those that are new, real quick, My Neighbor Alice is like your Animal Crossing type of game. It's a relaxed, casual kind of farming type game. I think it's going to do extremely well in the future. I love the fact that we can buy land on this and rent it out and everything else, on top of NFTs and wearing whole new brands and stuff. So yeah, anyway, let's do this. How much should you have? Well, if you want to become a millionaire with this, you need to figure out what kind of price do you think it can hit in the future. Well, for me, 51 million market cap. It's a low cap gem, tiny, lots of room to grow. It's got a max supply of 100 million tokens. It makes it extremely scarce, really hard to get hold of. Compared to something like XRB that has 100 billion, this is a lot harder to get hold of. It's got a circulating supply of 73 million, which means if it's fully diluted, it'd be a 70 million. This is good tokenomics. There's not going to be much dilution. This is what you want to see in a project. On top of it, obviously, having a good team behind it and developing non-stop and everything else, which it does have. So what kind of gains could this go to? What kind of market cap? I would expect My Neighbor Alice, with the supply that it has, 100 million, to go to about £100 to £200 price. And that's not even a joke. But I'm going to keep it real, £100, instead of 200, I'm going to call it £100 because I think we could see that. I've seen many tokens that have 100 million in supply go to 500, 700, £1,000. Ethereum's one of them. And I know this is different to Ethereum. I know Ethereum's all, smart contracts and everything else, layer one chain. This is a gaming ecosystem, but they both share a similar supply, which is 100 million, which means if, Alice was to perform just as well in this bull cycle, it could go up to prices like where Ethereum is because the supply is so short. It may never go to where Bitcoin went because Bitcoin's 21 million. You see? So you look at the different supplies and work out what kind of prices they can hit should they perform well. £100 price is very doable for this. What would it put it at? So first of all, actually, before I go there, look at how high this went before. If we flip it to max, this went as high as, well, this chart says £20, but actually, if you come down more, you can see clearly here, it went as high as, let me highlight this, £29.36, almost £30. So 97% down from all-time high. But I think it can go to £100, which is probably 3 times more than its high, its all-time high. £100 divided by 0.70 cents, 70 pence. I'm getting mixed up now. 1 minute I'm UK, now I'm American. 142x gains. I think that's realistic for this. I know it sounds crazy, like really 140x. I've called gems way before they've pumped in the last few years that did 100, 200, 300, 1000x. It's not a joke. This is why people come to my channel, because I'm showing you coins that can make you crazy gains, not just top 10. Top 15, then borrowing 15 coins, you make a little 5, 10x. Cool. I can go and buy like a little boat now, just speedboat, get a jet ski. I can't get the yacht because it's only 10x. No one's there. You want that 100 to 500, 1000x gains that can buy you that super yacht. Well, this is where you get it with projects like this that could potentially do something like this because it's low in market cap, has plenty of room to grow. What rank is this? This is rank 328, so it's in the top 500. Anything usually under the top 500 is good, but it's all good. 328, we'll deal with that for now because I still believe it's going to do well. If it does a 142x, puts it at £100 price, we have to work out the market cap before we work out how many tokens you need. This is all part of it, right? So you times the market cap by 142 because that would have gone up by that amount as well, X amount. Is it realistic? Because if it's like trillions and trillions, it's not realistic. And then you're like, yeah, whatever, man, it's never going to go there. I'm talking a 7.4 billion market cap for My Neighbor Alice in the future, where this is going to be a big gaming project in the crypto space. Many of gamers that play Animal Crossing and everything else will come over. I know they will because I'm one of them gamers. And my mum being another, we want to come over and play this. So I can imagine everyone else will as well. It will reach this, especially if it partners up with Steam or Epic Games or anything like this in the future. Very well could do. Now let's talk about how much you need, because now we've got a realistic figure, we've got realistic market cap. £100 price. Well, to become a millionaire, you take the million, you divide it by £100 because that's when you'd sell each coin. How many tokens do you need? You need 10,000 coins. Seems like a lot, right? Let me just show you how much it's going to cost you right now to get 10,000. That's 10,000 coins. It's a lot for the average person, but that's a realistic. I'm trying to keep it real with you. You could turn £7,000 into, which is probably about 10,000, just under, not about $9,000, into £1 million, right? And that's very realistic. You know, I mean, if it goes to 200, then you only need half of this, £3,500. But I think the £100 price my neighbor Alice can hit 3 times more than its last all-time high. Okay, so maybe you're probably thinking, well, I can't afford that. It's just too much. Well, what if, you wanted to go for the next one down, maybe make £500,000? Well, that sits, where I said before, divided by 100, you need, 5,000 tokens. 5,000 tokens, which is half of that. £3,500 can net profit you £500,000 should this go to where I believe it can go. £500,000 is a lot of money. That's life-changing for some. That's British pounds as well. So in dollars, I'm still talking a hefty amount of money. Look at this. Look, I'm talking $641,000. That's a hefty bit of money. Let's keep it more real because, you're probably thinking, oh, that's a lot. I can't stretch that. Because I got to pay bills and stuff. Cool, I get it. How about if you wanted to make like £250,000 from my neighbor Alice? So essentially, we're just going to divide it again because, we basically just keep dividing it. So you divide that by 2, 250,000. You'd need to have about 2,500 coins, right? So how much would 2,500 coins cost you? 2,500 coins will cost you 1,761. That's crazy to think, that you could probably turn almost $2,000 into £250,000. It's very hard to find with crypto projects, but I feel like this one has the potential to do it when the whole gaming space kicks off. My neighbor Alice. Okay, but what if you just wanted to make 100,000 and you was happy with that? Because some people are, 100,000, you can still get a house. You can put a deposit down and get a house. You ain't buying it outright, you just get a deposit, 100,000, obviously, divided by 100, real quick, you need 1,000 tokens, like this, boom, 1,000 tokens, which is, sorry, I did it wrong, it's 1,000, 100,000, I did 1,000, divided by 100, here we go, you would need 1,000 tokens, right? So how much does 1,000 Alice cost you today? £704. Now, for average people, and I still see myself as average, I think this is a phenomenal goal to try and reach, to try and have 1,000 Alice tokens. Okay, it might take you longer to become a millionaire. Because essentially, if Alice goes to like £500 or £1,000, then maybe 1,000 tokens makes you a millionaire. 1,000 times 1,000 is a million. But I still think $100,000 or £100,000 is life-changing for some. And that's British pounds. So British pounds turns $100,000 into what, 120 something thousand dollars? Let me just quickly do this and quickly show you. 128. So $128,000. See here, this one here. Look, if I had told you to do this when Alice was sitting at £29 a piece, imagine if I said to you that back in like when the cycle's hot and everyone's hyped up in 2021, buy neighbor Alice, yeah, it's going to be big. And I said to you, buy 1,000 of them. Yeah, it only costs hold on, I'm messing it up. Buy 1,000 of them, it only costs £29 a coin. Only. You would have had to have spent, no, did that wrong. Just mess it up. I think it's £29,000. Times this by 29. You would have had to have spent £29,000 to bag 1,000 tokens at its peak. So I'm saying you don't spend £29,000. Maybe just invest £700. Boom, right there. This ain't financial advice. I just wanted to show you the opportunity that I see of my neighbor Alice, and maybe you can decide what you want to do going forward. I bought some of this. If you was a Patreon, you saw the buy alerts, big up to you. And if you don't want to miss it, become a Patreon. The link is in the info section. Click it. Go for this one here, my exclusive VIP partner tier. I'm buying in this bear market. This is the time to buy. And then you sit back, you watch your Netflix. You watch what's the latest one? The Black Mirrors. They got season 6. I'm just sitting back chilling. I'm watching my Netflix with that girl. What's it? Joan is a fool. Is that what it's called? I can't remember her name. Joan is a fool or something about Joan is bad. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember her flipping name. But got the blonde hair there like that. And she's watching herself on the telly. You're just chilling. And whilst you're chilling, watching Joan is a fool, I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. Your money is going up because you made a smart investment to get in early now on these projects that are doing really well and developing and keeping themselves going. Make me lose my damn breath. Flipping make me shout at you. I'm going to leave it here. If you like to drop that like. Again, this ain't, look, people always go, you sponsored. Nah, I've been in this game long enough to know what I'm looking for. I've been in this game long enough to know how to make money and what I should be looking for. People are seriously fearful of stacking up on coins that they bought really high. I don't get it. You buy a coin that's like 20 quid, 14, 10 pounds, and it falls down to like 50 pence, and you don't want to buy it. Oh, I've lost all my money. I'm not going to buy that again. That's a bit risky, that. You're just happy buying it at £10, but not 50 pence. This is where you have to start diverting your brain and saying to yourself, you know what? My brain's telling me no, but maybe this is when I should be doing it. When it is down 97%. Stack up right now, because then when this goes back to all-time high, I don't have to kick myself. Flipping, damn, I could have bought it then. I see you, bruv. My best friend Dean. Oh, if I just bought Shib It In You when I saw it back then. Bruv, I told you about Shib It In You before it blew up. You guys know as well, if you watch my channel, let's come on my channel like this, bomb. You just type in Shib It. No, is it? Is it 5 meme coins? I just type in 5 meme coins. I know. You guys are like, oh, you keep showing this. I'll show people this. Look, 5 meme coins before they blow up. 5 meme coins that can blow. Is this one here? Let me just click on this. Because this is when Doge went crazy. Shib It In You, like, I've still got it on the right part. I showed you Shib It In You right here. Look at the date in this. Look, it says 2 years ago. Let me make this more. Look, April 27th, 2021. That's when I was showing people Shib It In You. So when I show you my neighbor Alice, it's because I know what I'm doing. Look at this. I'm buying these like a boss, getting in early like an absolute boss. Shib It In You. I said April 27th, 2021. Let's just quickly take a look at Shibaras. I call it Shibaras. Where it was in April 27th. Look at the pumps. Look at these spikes. April 27th. Look, 2021. April. Look, before that pump to us. Look, right down here, this little glitch down here is when I was telling people to April. Hold on. I'm skipping. It's not get there. That's where I was telling people to buy Shiba before the thing pumped to us. So, you know, try and get you guys in early on every project that I share. Sometimes they hit and miss, but a lot of the time I'm showing you great projects that have huge potential. So come over here, get involved, become a patron because they see it first. And this is where you're going to be buying. If you was watching my channel back here, you saw the video, you probably was buying here. You made absolute insane gains. What was that? 1,000x on that? It was something crazy, I know. Because that first explosion shocked a lot. And then when it came for the second time, anyway, thank you for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.